From too early show. I know. We're just waiting to see if anyone else jumps in before I get into this. So I do apologize about this late of an episode, this late at night. But last time I did a show this late, we had a lot of people jump in. So why not try it? Hey, John Mack, thanks for coming in. So not really much interesting this is going to be. This is going to be me just ranting and raving like a lunatic. Hey, Hack Monkey, thanks for coming in, buddy. Always a pleasure to see you. Hopefully I'll see you at MRRF, right? This year? Hopefully. So a little update on the channel before MRRF. and this is the reason I'm doing this one. So we've had one new subscriber, but I think he's unsubscribed, so it's nothing to report there. I'm down with lunacy and MRRF. Yeah, we're all a little loony here. Too much sniffing the resin out of the plastic. Let's just put it that way. I'm just kidding with you all. But anyways, let's talk about MRRF. So yes, we are going to MRRF. Everything has been finalized. Hotel finalized. Car finalized. And A to B has been finalized. My only problem is I can't get my printer to print. The Ender 3 has decided to not lay down plastic. Plastic will come out of the nozzle. Okay, so don't go confusing that. I get it out of the nozzle, get it flow through the nozzle. That's not a problem. It's getting it to lay on the bed. It will not lay. And when it does lay, it's under extruded lay. So it's not laying it level. I don't know what the heck it happened. It just started doing this. And it's got me going, what the... That makes no sense, the way it's doing it. Just bring a broken printer. Hey, the printer broke at MRRF, but guess what? As soon as I brought it back to the hotel room, it was laying plastic like no man's land. Laying it down like no man's land. Bring it back home, doesn't want to lay the plastic down. It's like... So I have no idea what's with my printers. They don't like me. But MRRF, yeah, MRRF probably is going to be a no-go for me this year. I'm already saying that up front. Because I don't know if I'll have the money or the time. Ooh. Yeah, bring it on in. PrinterBot, a lot of fans of PrinterBot. I know one person who can truly get that thing up and running would be a good friend James, a.k.a. Print and Play. He is a big fan of that stuff. What's MRRF? MRRF is similar to MRRF. So that's East Coast Rap Festival. So a lot like MRRF. Printers XRRF, shall I? There we need to find a place that we can say exit RRF, exit Rap Fest. Come off of exit 229 on 99 or 66, I should say. Nah, we don't need it. We don't need another Rap Festival that will take us halfway across the states. We don't need that. But yeah, it's been kind of an interesting day nonetheless. Now, give you an idea, the Ender 3 is sitting in the other room. So I've already tried attaching the TH3D's auto bed leveler. It worked, but the nozzle still wouldn't lay plastic. I've done the paper, where I put paper under it, nice and tight. It's not too tight that I can't pull the paper in and out, but I feel the paper gripping. So I know that that's level. But I can't seem to get the damn thing to want to lay the plastic on the bed. The plastic doesn't want to stick to the bed. So I don't know. I am in. Oh. Yeah, I'm PEI. PEI, yeah, I guess I could try PEI. I mean, I haven't tried that yet. But I like to get the Ender 3 working first before I even screw around with the CR10, because the CR10 is in. CR10's pissed me off to no end. But I know what's going on with the CR10, and that can be easily fixed. It just requires me to take apart the whole CR10's assembly. Um, I've looked at the gear. I think the gear's kind of a little wrecked, but it doesn't seem to be wear and tear that bad. I want to change the whole extruder, go to a metal extruder on that one instead of the plastic one that they supply on the CR10. And just run that and see if that makes a difference. There's some changes I want to do to the Ender on the CR10 before I play around with the Ender. I just want the Ender to finally start laying down plastic properly. That is what I want to get. And don't know why it's doing that. Yeah. It's not Build Tech though. I'm using the Crealities bed. Now that could be where the problem is. It could be the Creality stuff is scrap. I don't know. I really am baffled by this. No, I'm using the Crealities magnet bed. I switched over to that because I wanted to see how that was going to work. Now, I know that's what I've been hearing. The Creality surface is crap. That's why I am probably going to go tomorrow and cut myself some glass. I got the glass cutter. Just got to go outside, measure for the mirror to be, 130 by 13 by 13 centimeters, I think it is what it is. And then try that and see how that lays down. See, this is supposed to lay right on the bed. That's why I thought, hey, I'll give it a shot. I got nothing lost. Yeah, the dust imprint, I've heard you guys talk about it, but right now I want to see what is causing this to be 100%. Yeah, that's what I want. I'm wondering if you got the same bulge problem I have that just happened. I don't think I can find 12 by 12 glass tiles. Yeah, if I could find 12 by 12 glass tiles. I mean, looking around, let's go to Lowe's. Let's do some stuff here. Let me go into my editor here and we can have some fun here. Wow. Okay. Now we're at Lowe's. Submit. No, I don't want to get anything cheap. Oops. Say I find oval mirrors. Silver polished squares. Frameless traditional wall mirror. Maybe in luck, they might have actually finally got them in. Because last night I was looking at this and they didn't have it. Give me 1 second, everybody. Hey guys, I'll be back in 1 minute. I have to take care of some problems here, so I'll be right back. And while you wait, what should I do while you guys wait here? Ugh. I know. I'll play some music in the background for you guys. Shouldn't be too long. Just waiting for it to load up here so you guys can have something to listen to. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I'm just following what's going on. Mute your mic. Yeah, I did. Right now I'm breaking to Lowe's. No, Lowe's is closed. No, no. Give you a long story short, my mom broke one of her ribs, so she's a little bit tender and was having problems trying to get back into to take care of something, so she called me upstairs. But what I was looking for is a certain song on here, but I don't see it on my list, which kind of was an ugh. So anyways, let's see here. 6-pack, yeah, but what's the size? Dimensions. That's what I'm looking for. 12 inches by 12 inches. You know, I called them about this, and they said, we don't carry those anymore. So, they do carry them. I'm going to hurt them. Yeah, they told me they don't carry them anymore. What a company. So, yeah, looks like I'm going to be spending $17.49 Canadian to see if they have it. Check storability. Oh, let's check my store, see if it has it. Location. Invalid postal code. Okay, so I'm going to do something here. No, I'm not disappearing, guys. Low volume on mic. Well, that's weird. My microphone's turned way up. I've been having this issue with this microphone, with this plugin. Thank you very much, Microsoft. You suck. Literally. Sound. Recording. Yeah, that's the one I want. Use device drivers. Yep. Listen to device. No. Levels. 71. Why is that 71? This should be at 90. There we go. Okay, now we're loud. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'll just crank this down a little bit. Okay, how's that? Better? I'm staying at 2.9 decibels is the highest it'll go. Good. Sorted. Yes, sorted is right. The only reason I am not showing you guys my screen is because I have to enter my postal code to get the information. So N3. So it's just checking the inventory right now. Yeah, says my store. Check store stock. Well, this is neat. So I've just updated this and I put in my store information and it's not telling me if it's in my store or not. Free store pickup. Lowe's truck delivery. Not saying if it's at my store or not. Oh well, looks like I'm going to have to go over there and talk with them. Give them a call tomorrow morning. But yeah, if I can use 12 by 12, that will work. That will do the trick. But let's say they have it in stock. Last time I called them, I said, do you sell anything smaller than the other mirrors that they used to carry? And not to say I don't have mirrors that I can use. I got thousands of mirrors here that were in the old house that were kind of taken off the walls because we weren't sure what we were going to do with them. And I have a bunch of mirrors that were pre-cut for another project that we were going to do, but never worked right. No, 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 no. I'm not going to do that. Nah, I'm not going to be the reporter for the first layer. Yo. Guys, I have my own thing I got to do for this channel itself. So once again, I will be doing that live 3 days. Hopefully we can get about 4 to 5 days worth of video content recorded so that when I get home, I can start editing that right away and get episode out the door and give you guys the full MRRF experience and with some fun. So do it for both. No, I'm not going to do for both. Jeez. Rover, I have a life. Also, guys, me and, so I've been talking with Daniel. Daniel will be there. So maybe me and Daniel will get together. We'll bring the radio equipment. So just let you guys know, if we can't do it on YouTube, I plan to at least have some way to get this signal out to you guys. So if you see it on YouTube, but you see no video, but you can hear us, please be warned. I am dealing with technical issues that I can't get a video signal out. If you've ever been to MRRF, it's like being in a ferret cage. No signal gets in, no signal gets out, unless you do it through their Wi-Fi connection. Now, their Wi-Fi connection is freaking good because last time I streamed, I was getting 24 megabits per second. So that was good. The problem is, if we do it live there, I don't know what type of connection I'm going to have or the ability to get on that connection. Because Saturday, that place becomes packed. And I mean packed like a sardine can. John Mack, you can probably vouch for me. Getting into MRRF was fun. And, yeah, I'm Hack Monkey. You know it as much as I do. You know how packed Saturday was. It was like we couldn't move around. And, yeah, something to keep in mind, guys. This time I got to really watch my sugars because when I was at MRRF on that Saturday, I hit a... I was starting to suffer from low sugar, which also was not good on me on my part on Saturday, and I just had the shakes and everything else. I was not in a good place. I was extremely exhausted. I wasn't keeping up with my routine of drinking enough water, keeping everything in check, because by 7 o'clock, I was not feeling great at all. I was like way out of it. And, yeah, I'm going to have to watch my sugar. That's all. There is something I'm going to be picking up. I'm going to be stopping at the local Walmart down in the States, not in Canada, the States Walmart. Hey, Wiley. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, well, I figured I'd do a stream tonight. So Lowe's got some mirrors in, so I'm going to be contacting them tomorrow. And I'll see if I can get those mirrors for sure. I know Wiley needs to get some mirrors too, so let me go back to video here. Webcam. Ah, no. I want this. Display capture. Webcam. Yeah, we'll fix. There we go. Okay, now I'm back. Come on. There. There we go. Okay. See, I can never find the stables, but I was told that it's behind the Walmart, so we're going to make a trip to go around the back end just to see if there's any stables and just check it out. But it's towards the back end, someone was telling me, because we didn't see them, but we were really concerned when we were at Kroger's. And you could see at the Kroger's, at the hardware store, even at Taco Bell, had areas for a horse hitch, which I thought was just kind of like a, wacky thing that they just had there. The Goshen Walmart, you gotta go in there. It is huge. It reminds me, I think what it was is I think it was a Sam's Club that got converted to a Walmart, because that thing is huge. Yeah, I can't. Now, where are they actually, Joe? Are they behind the Walmart? Because everybody's telling me, no, you got to drive like literally right around the Walmart and you'll find them. Is that true? Or are they on the side of the Walmart? I don't remember seeing I remember hearing about them, but I couldn't find them. Really? That's a standard size Walmart. Wow, okay. Because the Walmarts we got out here are 1/3 that size. And when they changed over to Sam's Club, which we did have for a little while, they're on the side of the Walmart. Okay, I'll have to look on the side then. When we were at okay, give you guys an idea. Walmarts are like in all the malls out here and that type of thing. So they got like the Walmart, so they got like a big size mall basically, storefront. But the newer Walmarts are not that big either. They're about similar. But let's just put it this way: that Walmart in Goshen, Indiana, could hold 2 Walmarts that we have out here. It was like walking into Sam's Club, and then that's what it felt like of walking into Sam's Club, but it was Walmart, So, and Sam's Club I know is Walmart in the States, which is kind of like Cost Price Club, or AKA otherwise known as Costco. Yeah, it felt like that. But I'm definitely going to have to look for them. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but honestly, you got to check out the Walmart. It's weird. We were there at, I think it was like 1 o'clock, I think, one night. Or was it 10 o'clock? No, 10 o'clock. Because we just got out of being over at right-hand side up front looks like a garage. That's what it is? Okay. Then I have seen the stables. Drinking on the job, you're fired. Water. Only water. That's why you can hear the ice in it. Jeez. Okay, so yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. We got Mennonites out here, too. I'm near a place called St. Jacobs. St. Jacobs is known, in quotations, out here as being one of the best places to go shopping for vegetables and produce, because it's all locally grown, and it's like a freaking, like, you need carrots, you go there. You need celery, you go there. You need anything, like any type of fruits you're looking for, you go there. You can get big balls of different things, and it's just like, when you go there and you're like going, it's out of season, they got it. It's like, how they do it, I don't know, but they got, like, I've been there. St. Jacobs is kind of like the place I go to whenever I need, like, really good fresh produce. And I am hosting some type of party or whatever, then I go directly to St. Jacobs. Other times I go down there for the food. The food is so fresh. When food is as fresh can be, you can taste the difference. It's mind-blowing. But, yeah. Yeah, it does have groceries in there. And that was handy because we could pick up a couple of supplies before we were, for mornings. We would just buy a loaf of bread and peanut butter. Now, we used Jif because we knew what Jif tasted like. I still prefer, now I know you guys don't have it in the States, but we have something called Kraft peanut butter, which I love. It's a nicer tasting peanut butter than Jif. But I will give Jif this. They are improving the taste a lot more. I just had it recently about a month ago, and it was like, okay, it's gotten better. It's more peanut. I can taste. It was less sugary, more peanuts, which is what peanut butter should taste like. It's more like peanuts and salt, not very super sweet like it used to be. But Taco Bell for breakfast. Oh man. Okay. I have to agree with you guys. Taco Bell for breakfast is probably my favorite breakfast I had at MRRF. Going there, getting a couple of breakfast burritos, and even hey, Apocalypse Survivor, how you doing, buddy? And getting a I think it's a morning something star. Can't remember what it's called. Having those for breakfast blew my mind. The naked egg taco, I don't think I've tried that one. I don't think they had it at the time. Now, here's the thing about Canada, okay? Now, I'm going to throw this out there. I don't know if this is true for all of Canada, but from where I've been, Taco Bell can only be found in malls. It is not as a store itself. If it is a store, it's usually attached to a KFC, and it's usually very limited supply of what they have. You know what? You go there and they have only the big couple items, so you can't even get breakfast at Taco Bell. Oh, that would have been good. Yeah, Taco Time I'm not a big fan of. I've had them before. So, Kentucky, Taco Hut, KFC, TB, and Pizza Hut used to be popular. Well, out here it was Kentucky Fried Chicken Taco Hut, basically, is what it was. That's the only way you could get your Taco Bell is if you went to a KFC place. Now, KFC has really kind of closed up all the Taco Bells around the area, around Ontario. And I'm just like going, why? I like Taco Bell. They got a good collection of food. I love their fries supreme. Throw on that the sour cream and the chives and the bacon and the salsa on top. And give me enough hot sauce that I can empty like 2 packets on it. That is what I loved. But guess what? Now if you order or fries supreme, they give you 1 hot sauce packet. Give me at least 2. It's like, Jesus. It's like, I love their hot sauce is actually pretty nice. It's not hot enough that it melts my face off, but it's not. Sorry, the fire is hot enough that it actually is enjoyable, where it's not like burning my face off, but it's enough heat that I like, but not to the point of burn the face off. But I'm getting off topic. So, MRRF. Let's talk about MRRF. So we'll be there. We'll be, No, I have not seen Joe Telling Sauce Collection. Gee. So I knew this was going to go down a rabbit hole. Joe, I am interested in meeting up if we're going to do it. I'll send you my phone number sometime this week or next. Ackman, definitely we're going to have to get together. Chat, I know, Brian, I feel sorry for you guys about what's going on with Infoma. They, like I told you, there's one of my friends who tried to get me to come down to Fan Expo this year to help him run his booth. He contacted me and said, don't even bother. I'm not going this year. They want $3,000 for a small booth. No way I'm paying that. He's like, last year I made money, not great money, but I sold a lot of props. And he wanted to get me involved so we could do some work. And he wanted me to do some prints for him, which I have done in the past. Printed out, made like props or whatever, right on the fly. And he loved that idea that I could do that. But yeah, this year they told us, yeah, you want to come in, it's $3,000. And you all have to pay for your own ticket. What? So hang on a second. The booth, he doesn't have to pay. He has to pay $3,000, and he gets only a ticket. And all the other people that are working in that booth have to pay for their own ticket. What? Yeah. Basically, he got told $3,000 now. So he's like, yeah. Yeah, this is a company that's huge. Just looked them up and found out a lot more about them. They are a huge, they're a huge convention company. They have product almost. They almost have like almost. What was it? How do they list it as? We are the #1 for sci-fi conventions. Yeah, so they're buying into comic book stuff. They're an international company, so I have a feeling they bought out Hobby Star. They bought a Hobby Star marketing and included into FOMA's portfolio, allowing them to buy the Calgary Comic Con, or isn't it Calgary Expo? Fan Expo? Or is it Calgary Comic Con? Oh, Taco Bell sauce. That's another thing I gotta stop down. Calgary Comic and Entertainment Expo. Okay, CCEE. Okay. Yeah, because I know the one that's yeah, because there's another one. But anyways, I'm getting way off topic again. So yeah, Murph is going to be sure. We'll be there Friday, setting up and hopefully up and running and get the printer up and running. I'll be carrying this with me so that you guys know when we're on air, when we're not. I'll have this lit up. I'm also thinking of bringing and this. This is a retro controller stick. I want you guys to have a look at it. Get some input. Guys, you can try it out. See what you think of it. And I just want to know what you guys, think of playing on it. Because if you guys like this, I'm redesigning it. I'm thinking either I'm going to move the battery, move the plugs, move like the parts here, or I'll move them down towards the front. Because this hole in the center, I'm not a big fan of it. I put a third button here and here. It just didn't feel right to playing it. So so basically, I want to take that hole out and maybe put it somewhere on here. But I'm going to bring this with me so you guys can try it out and, load up something on the computer so you guys can easily test it out and see what you guys think of it. And like I said, I was going to bring a whole bunch of Maker coins. Now, if I can get the printer to print out a whole bunch of Maker coins, done. If I can't get the printer to print out Maker coins, then I'm going to be Tito'd. But, yeah. That's the whole purpose. I want to get the Omega coins done, get them off the bed, print another batch, get them off the bed tonight. Yeah. Yeah, I wish I was doing that right now. That'd be nice. But I'll be able to get that done tomorrow. I'll have to head over and check that out. Also, to all y'all laddies out there and lasses, hopefully you guys are in the mood for a pint or two of Guinness, and enjoy the green eyes of the laddies. What is it? Green Isles of the island. Yeah. Laddies and lasses, you probably know why I'm saying it that way. Yep. It's time for, leprechauns and everything else. So I'm hoping you guys will join me at a fest, to St. Paddy's Day, and St. Paddy's Day. As Green Irish and all that other stuff. But if you want to have some fun, and you want to really have some fun, I already hit the green brew. No, not hit the green brew. Go and watch a good horror movie. The horror movie I was going to recommend you guys go watch Leprechaun, the first one. Oh man, that movie is a hoot and a half. Oh, so bad it's funny. And so funny is bad. Yeah, Strange Brew. Yeah, Strange Brew was fun. Yeah, Hosers. Bad movie. Hey, Mac. So, we were saying, maybe you should do a, so I was saying, because St. Paddy's Day, everybody should go watch Leprechaun, the bad horror movie that it is, and just have some fun. See, I told you. Told you I'm popular, Brian. Even though, my channel may be only at 220, you guys are the best. Because you guys always come out, you're always chatting, you're always being friendly with me, and I appreciate that. Honestly, I do. Now, you mean a sledgehammer? Sledgehammer. Do. No, I'm not going to sing that. I don't need to be demonetized. But, yeah. It is what it is, right? Oh, Knack, you're going to try to beat me? Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to, no, I'm not going to say that. Cry, oh. But, yeah, no, I had one person subscribe, but I think he disappeared off the subscribe list. I'm just going to check that out right now. I think White Knight may blow up my channel. I'm hoping that White Knight thing works out for you, honestly. But I'm just going to check my thing right now. My channel is at 222 subscribers? What? Okay, here we go. Social Blade. Full screen. We went up 2 subscribers. Wow. Huh. Sometimes I like checking on here because this will be a lot more accurate than sometimes what YouTube is. Where if I lose a subscriber, YouTube won't show it to me until the day after. In here, I will see subscriber counts go up and down like a yo-yo. So I just wanted to verify that. Huh. So we picked up 2 subscribers. Thank you, everybody. We're climbing up there. I'm loved. You're at 180. Congratulations, man. I still hope to surpass you. Just saying. Yeah. I may still surpass you, buddy. Because I have a whole set of business cards that I will have on me, which will have our code on the back so that people can easily subscribe. Oh, webcam. There we go. 30 cents a mini review. Yeah, congrats, man. Honestly, I would like to. I'm going to be interested to see this printer. Hopefully, we'll have it up and running at MRRF. I wouldn't mind having a look at it and, saying, "Oh, it sucks." No, just kidding. Yeah, I wouldn't say that, but I would be interested to have a look at it and just see it. I'll minimize this and go back to those. I accidentally closed it. History. 2 tabs. There we go. There we go. So, 2 running at MRRF. Really? You're going to have both of them? You built 2 of them already? See, if I could just say, hey, people, if I give you a roll of white, I give you a roll of red. I wish that was that simple. I could do that and just mail out somebody a roll of white and red and say, hey, make me my maker coins, and, pay for your filament and, whatever. I figure out something. If I could do that, I would. But like I said, right now it's money's tight, and that's why we got a sponsorship this year. Hooray. Yeah, it's Filaments.ca sponsoring us again. Once again, we are being sponsored by them, so we can't knock it. I mean, it helps pay for the bills and helps us go to these conventions. But like I said, MRRF may be a no-go for me this year. Passport's due, and it's they want like $170 this year for it. So I might not do it this year and update it. Well, I will try to update it if I can, but I have up till January 2019 to update it. But the thing is, I can only go to MRRF, and then my passport will no longer work. So, yeah, it's one of those catch-22 type of things. It's not like I don't want to go to the States. I like going to the States. I love seeing all my friends. But at the same point, it's just cost-effection. Is this going to help me in any way? If I can hit 1,000 subscribers just because of MRRF, dude, I'd be floored. Hey, Jake. No, you didn't. Sorry. When you come in, you gotta go like this. Be quiet. Wait for the cue. And then go. No, I'm not going to scream it, but you have to scream it, dude. You have to, you have to do it like this. I mean, you gotta be sure that you can scare people. You know? So. If they're like that, then yeah, that would scare me. Cute. I'll say it like that. Boo! Okay, how many of you guys knocked off your headsets? Sorry. Rover gave the cue. But yeah, so I'm going to try to cover Murph the best I can for you guys this year. We're going to go stick with the same format. Live show, just because we can. And, well, some of you guys might be wearing cans on your ears, you know, like headphones. So, we're going to try to cover that the best we can. I gotta go over some footage from stuff we recorded because I'm not 100% sure the sound quality is up to par. We think there might be a problem with the sound jack itself too, but we're not 100% sure if it's audio or if it's going to be mostly video. If it's an audio issue, that can be easily fixed, but we are going to build I'm going to be carrying around with me my, I don't think I've ever showed it on the stream, have I? My Zoom H4n. I don't think I've ever showed it to you guys. The Zoom H4n is a high-end voice recorder. Mostly, that voice recorder will set you back about... hopefully you guys are sitting down to hear this. That voice recorder is about $300 US. So, yeah. So I'll be carrying that with me at MRRF. At Murph, I should say. To clarify that we don't have any audio problems this time around. So, yeah. So I'm going to be syncing the audio. That's going to be fun. So if you see me walking around with a big clipboard going, and you hear like a bang, don't worry. It's not like I'm trying to kill anybody. I'm just like, just making sure that we have a sound that I can match with the video so that, you know, it doesn't fall out of sync. Well, let's put it this way, Rover. I bought it almost 3 years ago when it was only selling for, what was it selling for? $149 Canadian. It's gone up again in price. This thing yo-yos like stock exchanges do. The reason for that is it's considered still one of the better recorders out there on the market. There's the H4. Now, let me just go to Zoom so you guys can see it. Zoom. Not Zoom. Zoom video conferencing web solutions. Nope, that's not them. Zoom US. Okay, so it's not showing it here. There we go. They're not showing me their website. There they are. So, yeah, here's the one I got. Similar to this one. That's a Zoom H4 NSP. This is a special edition. This is slightly the newer version of mine. So, unlike the record button, my record button is here. I have play here. I have mic. I have setup 1, setup 2. I have 2 microphones to go in. So you got your front microphone. Maybe scroll that back up. This is your front two microphones. This is your stereo microphone pickup when you're doing like interviews. Then at the bottom of it, you have two XLRs, so I can actually plug in these styles of microphones directly into it. And it does 24-bit at 96 megahertz recording. So that is really good high-res audio. It also has the ability that I can record up to 4 channels at once. So that means I can do stereo on line 1 and 2, stereo line on 3 and 4, or I can do mono. Yeah, the H4n is pretty much a standard player. But this thing has actually does a really good job at picking up stuff, high-end meters. Their stuff is like amazing stuff. I've also used to have, this is my model right here, the H4n Pro. That's the model I have right there. And yeah, that's sometimes what I use just to record. I'll just record directly into the recorder and then output it to a back out to the computer. So that's where the H4n really comes into good play. And the fact that it's now starting to come out with I'll even plug in a headphone jack if I need to, so I monitor both sounds. The one I recommend to everybody if you're going to be doing video, it's this one. This is like the simplest version of the Zoom. And I like this don't get me wrong, this is a really good one. But it's not something I like. I've used it. But yeah, it's not a bad system. So my friends use it for their actual camera. And it's true, it will work on a camera too. And the time that lasts is great. The one I've been looking at was this one right here. Q8. This is meant for... the Q8 is actually the camera and an H4n microphone all in one. I've been looking at it. It's just way too expensive for my own liking, but yeah. The fact that this company is a Japanese company says a lot too. This is a nice one too. If you have the money for it, it's the H6. And if I remember correctly, I believe the reason for this is it has a better color screen on it than it used to have. And plus also it supports 4 XLR inputs. If I remember correctly. Yeah, 4 XLR inputs. So you can have up to 4 XLRs going into this thing. Now, if you're not sure what XLR stands for, these are what we call XLR connectors. What I have on the side of this microphone here. XLRs can carry, what they do carry is they carry a hot, cold, negative. On certain microphones, they do require something called phantom power. What phantom power is, it brings it up to 48 watts of power to drive the cardioid that's in here 3-gun, yeah, with grounded shield. Exactly. It's also because it has a driver inside of here. If it needs that power, it needs phantom power. And these cords can't support enough power to support the phantom power supply demand. The microphone I'm using does not require phantom power, but because it uses hot and cold for transmission of how much you're pushing the diaphragm. So your diaphragm is like a round little circle. Okay? And think of it with like a piece of netting in front of it. And it measures how much air is going against the receiver. That is converting it and sending that signal down through the wire into the mixer, where the mixer understands what it's seeing and then converts that to audio, which then you guys can hear. So with that all going in, XLR will give you the cleanest, because 90% of XLR cable is actually shielded anyways. So there's no way that interference can interfere with it. I will say this. I will say, messing with as much cable that I have, XLR seems to be the best that I've used so far. But, yeah. But until I get the printer up and running and get some more prints, I know that I kind of been lacking on the... where is it? Webcam. No, come back here, webcam. Webcam. Come on, webcam, work with me. There we go. Wouldn't bring my video over. There we go. Okay, so yeah, that's another bad thing when ports go bad, but they're easy to replace at least, and that's a good thing. Especially with XLR cable, it's easy to replace, and to run to your local music store, buy a cable. $10 later, you're done. But I'm really going to say, oh yeah. So there's that. There's also, I've been messing around with something called the, a lot of you might have seen me playing games every so often. So what I've done is, let me just go here. I got to minimize myself to one monitor here. Display settings. Go to 2. Go extend these displays. Only show them on 1. There we go. Keep changes. So this is another thing I'm getting into. Again, it's not because, well, I do this type of stuff, but lately I'm going to be doing some other stuff soon. So let me just do this and show you guys what display catcher. I think it's this one. Let me see. Yeah, I've been playing PS4 games now. Yeah, I know. It's something I've been having fun doing every so often. But, yeah, I'm going to start getting into that again. So, you guys can watch me play video games. It's not going to be on my channel. It's going to be moved over to the, to Playing Games Bad, which is another channel I run. But, yeah. So, if you guys ever want to join me on PS4, I'm on here. Just look up Ron M and you'll be able to find me, or City 2009. City, sorry, underscore 2009. What? Ron, the only streamer and kid made a Maple Leaf would be okay. Oh, brother. Probably not a good idea, Rover. But yeah, so I've been playing a lot of video games lately, and you know, if you guys are interested in that type of stuff, I won't be doing it on here, but power interest mode. But that's something that you guys do enjoy watching people play video games. That's an option for you guys. But like I said, that's going to be later. So if you guys are wondering what's been going on, why I haven't been doing much, I've been working on that project. I also got one more video I gotta finish, re-record it. Every time I record this stupid video, I just don't feel it's good enough to put out, and I've been struggling with that. It's a little bit of imposter syndrome, you know, where you come to a point where you just feel like, well, I'm just copying everybody else, and you know, other people have talked about it, and this is the thing that YouTube channel. This is a little bit of a problem because imposter syndrome. I know I'm not being an imposter, but I feel like it because other people have talked about it, and I just feel like if I'm giving my own views, I'm just saying the same thing everyone else is going to say. But I also got to remember is that not everyone follows the same people. So if you guys feel like I'm talking about something that's the same, keep in mind I'm trying to get over this imposter syndrome, which is a thing. It does stop a lot of people from bringing out their own content because they feel, okay, well, what am I adding that that everyone else has said? Like, why would they listen to me? Because it's you that's saying it. It's not because you're copying somebody. They want to hear your ideas, your thoughts. So, yeah, that's something I'm getting over. For a stream that I wanted to keep under an hour, we've blown that out of the water. Yeah. Yeah, I'll check that out, Rover. Thanks. Where would I want to go with this? This has been one hell of a hard month. Dealing with a lot of, just dealing with everything and trying to put out content for you guys. It's been rough. Dealing with a printer that just doesn't want to lay plastic properly has been the hardest thing to deal with. Because I want you guys to have content. I want there to be content out there that you guys are going to enjoy. Ever since YouTube changed their rules, you have to have 1,000 subscribers before you can even get your money. I have locked in my YouTube account right now. I have 25. I'm short $1 to get my money out of YouTube. I've had the account for years. Had a channel. My channel was mostly just covering weather and other interesting stuff whenever I could. I haven't been on that channel for a long period of time. When I was thinking, what do I want to do? Do I want YouTube to be a source of income? This was just before I was going to MRRF. I was thinking of ways, like, where do I want to be in 5 years? And I said, I want to make new media work for me. So I thought about that. How can I make media work and make me money? So I started doing podcasting. I had a show called The Japan Experience. It was doing really well. We were making money. Then all of a sudden, money kind of dried up from companies. All of a sudden, they just wanted you to have, no, you're not hitting enough CMP. We want you to hit this number CMP. We are a niche. We don't make that type. We don't have that type of listenership. Our listenership is engaged 100%. You're seeing that in the numbers. Why can't we just keep it what it is? No. We want to pay you less so we can make more money. And yeah, we started losing money. But also we were starting to hit that roadblock where we're like, yeah, we can't produce any more content. And I'm feeling like I'm hitting that roadblock again with this channel. Hopefully you guys aren't upset with any of the content we're putting out, A little bit of imposter syndrome, a little bit of depression. I don't know. Battles that we have to go through in our own lives, it's not easy. Look at the problems that Brian and Richard are having with the first layer. Just with today's episode. No offense, guys, but you guys weren't on for a long period. You were just having audio video problems, which happens. Live events aren't always great, but when you guys got going, you had the content and everything else. I just didn't feel like I was personally in that mood where I just didn't want to get involved with anything. I just wanted to play a game and just try to zone out of the world because I had a rotten week. And that's my scapegoat, is playing video games. But if I can share that fun with other people, that's what I want to do. But it's not going to take away from the event at hand, which is finishing up the 50-day prints. The 50 prints of 2019, I'm still working on it. It's just... what's the word I'm looking for? Not time-consuming, but mentally consuming. Because not only are you filming it, not only now do you have to film it, you have to film it, edit out the audio and video, clean up any background noise, which I do all the time. I run it through a few levels of compression for audio. Major compression for audio. And once I've mastered that audio, then it's saved as wave, pushed back into the video. Video's then edited, cleaned up, and then I push it through the next stage. So it goes through stages. While that is being processed, I have to take the picture, post it up online, make the artwork so the tagline can be seen, come up with a catchy name for it, put up my tags, put up the information, links to the website. It's a long process because even though I know I don't have to touch it anymore, it's being processed by my computer, I still need to put up the video. I still need to do the artwork. I still need to do this and this and this and this. YouTube is making it to a point where it's starting to become a little bit much. Does this mean the content is going to change? No. Am I suffering from burnout? No. Is there something else? Maybe. I don't know. But it's been a long couple of months this month. Has not been the easiest, especially with a printer down. Yeah. But I just want to keep a heads up with you guys. It's not because You know, I'm really hoping to look at this. But you know what? Let's do something right now. Okay? 'Cause I'm in the mood to talk about this. So, there is a print out there that I will not be printing. And I'll show you why in a second. I'm just going into my, just going to pull up Cura so you guys can see this. One that I'm not going to print. And I'll explain why I'm not going to print it. Did I delete it? No, I didn't. Okay. Now, there's reasons for this, and I'll explain these, and it might not make a lot of sense, but you have to understand how sound vibrates and audio works. And once you guys see it and I can explain it, it might make more sense. Rotate it. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to rotate it yet. Let me show you guys. So make this full screen. Thank you. So I'm going to show this in Cura, and you guys can see what I'm talking about. Wham. Okay. So this is called the Groove Sound System, or Groovy, or 3D Shock as it's known. The Groovy 3D Shock Sound System. Why will I not print this? Well, many things have to occur to me to make this work. Number one, the design is terrible for printing in general. Number two, it's supposed to amplify the sound coming out of your speakers, which it really doesn't. Number three, most smartphones do not broadcast in stereo. Let me explain. So the idea of this is to make your music come out of all three holes, here, here, and here. When in reality, all you're doing is you're bouncing sound in here. Because what's happening is, take your phone for instance, okay? I got the S7. Speaker's on the bottom. You lay it in like that on a diagonal. So your audio is actually bouncing out here and bouncing that way. Soft sounds are going to be able to leak through the plastic. But as they bounce, they are getting weaker and weaker and weaker. This is causing it to sound hollow. Not that your ear will hear it. I hear distortion easily. When I'm listening to music, I can hear when something's being distorted. And it drives me up the wall. You know, listening to audio on these speakers because they sound junk. So, you know, sometimes you find yourself doing this, cupping it. What you're doing is the soft sound is hitting your fingers and bouncing towards you. You are aiming the sound. But because you're aiming the sound like that, this thing expects the speaker to be on the back end. I don't know phones that do that, have the speaker on the back end anymore. So when your audio comes down, you're hitting a hard part and bouncing the audio off. But you're still getting distortion sound out of it. These three areas on here don't do anything really. They're just trying to aim the audio towards yourself. Will it sound a little bit better? Will it sound like louder? Yes. Because the sound will be more aimed. Will it be more distorted? Absolutely. Because the sound is absorbed in the plastic, it's bouncing off of the plastic. So you're losing quality. You know, in general, I would just say, where is that thing now? Okay? You'll be better off just buying a speaker a $25 speaker that I bought sounds better than this would sound. You know, just spend the money on the Bluetooth device. This is, for the amount of time that this would take to work, or a cup of, yeah, exactly. This plastic device, not worth it. You're better off just taking your hand and just doing this. Or buy some good quality Bluetooth speakers like these to put them on your head and enjoy the sound. Or buy an external speaker. Please do not try printing this. It's not worth it. And especially when it's going to take close to 12 hours to print. I just can't see this damn. Right now it's saying 9 hours and 35 minutes. Now, turn on tree supports. Ugh. As it builds this, it can take a little while. This is another reason why I don't use Cura half the time anymore. It does this. It freezes. Yeah, and this is something I was going to do in a video and yank and complain about, but this irritates me to no end. I guess it's because me being the audio snob I kinda am, and my hearing being the way it is, these things just drive me up the wall. I mean, don't get me wrong, the audio guy in me knows you're better off with vinyl and a good pair of speakers and a good pair of headphones. Just me ranting and raving and talking about Earth, basically. Raymond, thanks for coming in. I do appreciate it. I'm just talking about something here that I'm just waiting for the math to figure out. So 13 hours and 56 minutes to print this is not worth the time and effort. In all honesty, though, this, I wouldn't even print it myself. It just takes too long. It's not worth it. And the enjoyment you're going to get back, it's not there. But yeah, that would be one of my videos that I wanted to put out, but I don't feel right doing it because it's probably someone took a lot of time to design that. I don't think I'll be doing a good. Well, yeah, I guess I could. I mean, but honestly, I hate to say it, but the speaker would win. The speaker I have sitting down here is about is a Sony, and it always has better sound than a printed device. Oh, thank you, Raymond. Always seem to miss your live shows. Dude, sorry to hear that. You know, I'm glad you're able to enjoy this little bit of what's left. I've been just ranting and raving. not really making any sense, but I just wanted to come on here just to talk with you guys. I just had a few minutes of my time beefing and complaining, but yeah, just going through a lot of stuff. But like I said, I'm looking forward to meeting everybody that shows up at MRRF. And for the people that can't be there for MRRF, I will live stream it. After MRRF, I might just cut it up into separate episodes and put them out individually when people sit down and have a glass with me. Speaking of which, right back. And if you are going to be at MRRF and you are the legal drinking age, I'll bring a bottle of this. Canadian Club. 750 milliliters. Whiskey. Where's this rye? I can't remember. Made in Walkerton? No, Waterville. Sorry, Waterville, Ontario. This is considered one of the two of the bests that come from Canada. So for Canada, whiskey, the two that are really well known is Crown Royal and the Canadian Club. So if you want to be part of the Canadian Club, find me over at MRRF. Sorry, at MRRF, I should say. We'll crack this thing open. And I'll pour a little glass with a little bit of ice. Hopefully we can get some ice. We'll eat tacos for those who can't make it. Hack monkey and his food. Always the food. Yeah. But I told everyone that wants, if you're going to be on the show, you want to talk, better than Jack's. Yes, this is way better than Jack's. But the CC is not bad. Better than Jack. Yeah. Hey, those were some good tacos. They were good tacos. I'll give you that. But the pizza was even better. If you remember the pizza that got ordered. That was actually a half-decent pizza. You know, it's hard to get good pizza outside of certain areas. I find, and I'll be truthful, there are two different types. Canadian cheese and American cheese have totally two different tastes. American sharp cheddar compared to Canadian cheddar, there is a difference. I find the Canadian cheddar a little bit softer, has a little bit more of a silkier taste to it, where the American cheese is a little bit more harsher, and the flavor is not as strong as the Canadian stuff. Maybe because it's only because I've been in Canada. I've tried Canadian. But, yeah, it was surprisingly good. Exactly. But there have been other places where I've gone to get pizza in the U.S., and it just tastes bleh. Like, you don't taste the cheddar. You don't taste the sharpness. There is the creaminess in it. It seems to lose that. Where Canadian cheese has that creaminess, that smoothness. You're talking to a guy who eats more cheese than he should normally do. You want excellent cheese. You want the cream of cheeses ever made. Guarantee you. Go to Ontario. Ask for Oka. That cheese is so smooth and so rich and so creamy. It is unbelievably good. But yeah. I'll try to bring some Canadian Club in. Hopefully I can get this across the border. I'll have to buy a new bottle. This bottle has been sitting downstairs for about a year, so I know it's still good. So it's not like I can't say it's not good, but this stuff is smooth. But if you guys want me to bring Crown Royal, I'll bring Crown Royal. It's up to you. You guys make the call. And I know that you can have it. I know that your son cannot have it, so don't worry. I'm not going to give it to your kid. Hey, Gunner 3D. Oh, so sweet. No, because my friend told me to try, like we got out here, Papa John's is finally moving into Ontario, and they opened up a shop out here. Their pizza, I don't know why they're not taking over the Cambridge area. Their pizzas their thin crust is thin. I mean, like it's almost paper thin, which is great because I like a good crusty paper like crust that has a crunch to it. Also, all their toppings are fresh. Like you can tell it's freshly made. But now I get on to pizza. But anyways, they use Canadian cheddar, and I've tried it in the States, and yeah, the States it's just like meh. Out here, I was like surprised that it tasted that good. So, just saying, Canadian cheese. They're as much as Americans say their cheese is better. Give Canadian cheese a try. See if you find it better or worse. I know. I believe it is. I'm not sure again, but I'm going to check with Print and Play. If someone's bringing a deep fat fryer, I might be able to talk Print and Play into bringing cheese curds. I'll bring gravy, and and then we'll make you guys try poutine. Now you're probably saying poutine, or poutine, or it's the French pronunciation is poutine. Good stuff. As I know there's another Canadian here who can vouch for me. That'll say the same thing. Poutine is yummy. Yum. Yeah. That is fries with gravy and cheese curds. Basically, you put your fries down, you put your cheese curds on top, then you put your gravy on top. And then you wait for it to get all gooey. And then you start eating it. Oh, so good. And some type of people like to throw a little bit of bacon on top. So you can, if you got some real bacon bits, mix it up. Let it sit for a few seconds, then eat it, and it's all gooey and cheesy. Yummy. Yes, and that's why I'll be bringing in Canadian cheese curds. Well, actually, we may be able to talk. Now we'll have to run this by him. Is run by Print and Play to bring the real cheese curds from where he is, which he can get them straight from the other side of the border, Quebec, because he's right near that area. So he'll get some really good cheese curds. Last time I talked to him, he said he was bringing some really good ones from Quebec. How can it be bad? Well, the potatoes are badly cooked or not fried properly. It can taste bad, but or the cheese is not stored properly. But yeah, because last time he brought cheese curds, if he told me that he was bringing cheese curds, I would have went to Walmart. I would have bought the deep fat fryer, but he didn't tell me, and plus we didn't know each other that well. So if I knew him before Murph, I would been like, okay, I'm going down to Walmart anyways. I'll buy a deep fat fryer, a cheap one, $20. We'll get the oil, and we can make them on Saturday. If I knew he brought cheese curds, I would have done that. But I didn't. So I wasn't able to do that. But if you guys are going to MRRF, bring a T5 fryer. Or one idea was from another friend of ours, Robbie Mack. You can find him on Twitter on Robbie Mack. He was thinking of doing a chicken wing or chili cook-off where everyone brings a crock pot and the people who are able to can make chili, and they'll make chili on Saturday was one of the comments. Now, I don't know how that can be done or not, but hey, I'm up for anything. You know, if they start doing a chili cook-off there, I'll be all in it. I'll be videotaping there. So, but guys, if you're around, come down to the table, say hi. Let's break it open with a Canadian club. Like I said, Hack Monkey, to get him is through his stomach. I'm kidding with you, man, honestly. But no, everybody. I should be really getting to bed soon because I gotta get up at 10. Tomorrow I'll be making a phone call to Lowe's, see if they got the mirrors in stock. If they got 12 by 12 mirrors, I am going to Lowe's right away to pick them up. If they don't have it, then I'm going to have to order it in, and that may take a day or two. But if I have to, I'll go to Canadian Tire. After all, I got what? I got a fair bit of Canadian Tire money. This is another thing that I should explain. IKEA will have them. Yeah, but I don't want to buy. Well, yeah, I guess good. The problem with IKEA is I don't have IKEA near me. Make the chili in advance. It usually gets better. Never been to White Castle, believe it or not. Yeah, but I don't have an IKEA near me. To go to IKEA near me, I have to drive all the way out to Burlington, which is about an hour and a half drive, just to buy 4 mirrors for $10. I am not doing that. Plus, Burlington, if you're... Okay. I'm going to explain this. This is going to make you guys laugh. But Joe Paddock would understand what I mean by I'm not driving to Burlington. To go into Burlington, you have to go through what's known as the QEW of craziness. So... there's a route, I would have to take highway number 6. Now, highway number 6 has a hill like this, straight down, and it connects into the QEW and the 40 and the 403. All meet in this one area. So you have to navigate through one highway to another highway. Okay, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. So to navigate coming down number 6, so I live in the Kitchener. See, I used to live in Oakville, but I'm now in Kitchener-Waterloo. So I have to take the 401 to 6 North. 6 North connects to Dundas. So you have this roundabout they have to deal with, which is, first of all, a royal pain to deal with, because not every Canadians don't get roundabouts. If they got roundabouts, it'd be a lot easier. But it seems like roundabouts is like a yuck thing over here. But so you're going down this steep hill, as it is already. Beautiful view of if you're going down near just when it's getting dusk and the lights are on city. It looks really beautiful. But anyways, So you're going down a road. It's about a 45-degree angle, I would say, at 100 kilometers per hour. So you're going down like that. And then as you're coming down, it says QEW this way, QEW that way, 403 that way, 403 that way. And you're like going, the same exit then takes you onto another highway, and then splits then and splits again. It is confusing as heck when you're getting on the highway from there. And I loathe that highway thing. Plus, also, if you end up going to Hamilton, you end up in the world of the one-way street. Hamilton, Ontario was known for one-way streets. They fixed that, but literally, you go down Main Street. Either you're going down Main Street East or Main Street West. There were no ways that you could make U-turns or anything like that. So you had to go down this street, go up this street, and then you can get across to the other street. It was a headache to drive if you're not familiar with Hamilton. I hated Hamilton driving. So yeah, Hamilton is yuck. Yeah, Hamilton is like, you go in that area, you're just ugh. My mom hates driving it. I hate driving it. I know friends that usually come from the States hate driving that section of the QEW and the 403. Sorry, yeah, 403. It is just a maze of what the... You know, it'd be great if they could go down Dundas, but what they've done to Dundas and Oakville have made Dundas almost useless now. Yeah, and in the UK it works because they know how to use roundabouts. In North America, they don't. They don't get roundabouts. And I don't understand. I understand it. My mom hates them, but understands them. But most people curse them. They don't understand. Get in the lane, go round and out. You know, it's like, but people speed. They don't understand. Let people in. So you have people that are driving super fast around the roundabout, so you can't even get in so you can make it across to the other side of the road. Drives me up the wall when they do that. But I'm just getting off topic though. But yeah, roundabouts are popping up everywhere in Cambridge, and it's just, they turned one street, Franklin, into a street full of roundabouts. For the first 6 months, there was nothing but an accident per hour. Because trucks were not set up for these roundabouts. An 18-wheeler needs to go down Franklin Street to do deliveries, because Franklin Street is made for the industries. They really didn't take 18-wheelers into action when they were thinking about the roundabouts. And trucks have a hell of a time going down the roundabouts. And Franklin used to be a major street for them to get on the QEW. Or in our case, well, not the QEW. Duh. Used to be a way to get on to so from Franklin, they go over the bridge and then they can get on the QEW. Sorry, not the QEW, 401, I should say. But the way the 401 is now set up, it's not a fun drive anymore. 401 in downtown Toronto is called the 401. In here, the 401 is 140 or nothing, because everybody's going about 140 kilometers per hour. So that would roughly be, now our highway system is 100 kilometers per hour. So if it's, but everybody drives about 120. So let's turn kilometers per hour to miles per hour. Okay. So we go about 74 miles per hour out here. That's at 120. That's at 120 kilometers. So really, we're only at 100 kilometers per hour, which is only 62 kilometers per hour. 62 miles per hour. So if we go, let's say 140 is close to 86 miles per hour. Sorry, 87 actually. Raymond, you got to be kidding me. It's more how much is it in Calgary? I always wanted to drive the Autobahn. I hear that you can drive as fast as you want on that thing. Damn. But, you know, like, that's 100. That's pretty fast. I have seen people at least pushing 160, which is 99 miles per hour, which is, okay, 99 miles per hour. Yeah, do you know why it's 800 for return? Wow. Nice. Okay, so the airport tax. So here's something kind of interesting. If I drive from to Buffalo, hop a plane at Buffalo Airport to, say, Vancouver, it would cost me $525. Sorry, 700. I think is round trip. Flying out of Pearson International Airport, it's over $1,000. The reason for that is because the airport tax at Pearson is ridiculously high. Apparently, I was looking at taking a flight out of Pearson to go to Japan, and we got a really wicked deal. My friend went again to look at going when, like about 3 months ago before there was a sale. He was quoted close to $2,000. Yeah, the airport tax alone was close to almost $350 in airport tax fees. Because GTAA is on such valuable land, they have to charge you a landing tax, and they charge it to the airport so that the airplane companies then have to swallow that and have to pass it on to the customer. Toronto is known for having the highest air tax of all airports. Those are maple syrup bucks. Here, let's have some fun since I have the window open. Just for fun. Okay, let's go flying. So we're going to use Expedia flights. Okay, so city or airport. We'll say Toronto. Pearson International. Flying to, let's say, Indiana. Let's go to Indianapolis because that's the cheapest place to fly into. We'll use states of MRRF. So let's say I want to fly on the 28th, and I'll be going home on the 1st. Not quite. Actually, I'm kind of shocked. There's some good flights here. So we're looking at about over $600 there. Oh, let's say we could take this one right here. Oh, that's round trip. That's new. Okay, so let's change our let's change where we're flying out of. Buffalo Niagara Airlines. Not much, which is nice to see. I'm happy to seeing the prices are starting to come down on the Canadian side, but yeah, so they're talking about 540. Now that's before I guess all the taxes are added. If I add in the taxes, then it'll be a lot more. But skyscanner.net. Was that like all search engine? Alternate search engine for flights? I'm just using that as an example, that's all. Mostly I use something else called Flight Navigator, which is another one that's pretty good for finding cheap flights. But yeah, so yeah, I just thought I would come on, do a talk with my talk to the CMP family. That's what I like to call you guys. You are family. The ones that are still on and the ones that passed out that aren't on here anymore. I understand. It's tired. It's a long day. But guys, thank you so much for coming in. I do appreciate it. I'm going to call it a night. It is late here. We're almost pushing 2 hours, so I didn't really want it to go this long, but I'm glad you guys stuck around. I am hoping to put out... I'll get that video out for you guys, the one that I haven't done yet. And hopefully we can get that out, and yeah. But, guys, thanks anyways for watching. I appreciate it. To all you. Like I said, if you're going to be at MRRF, I'll bring one of these. We'll crack these open. We'll have some fun. And John Mac's Canadian anyway, so he'll be able to enjoy this as always. Really? Toronto to Chicago, only 265 euros. It's pretty damn good. But does that calculate the tax included on the from the airlines? Before, or is that before they tax you? Yeah, a lot of people do fly out to Chicago and go that way too. Yeah, But guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Same to you too, Rover, and to the rest of you guys. Thank you for coming on. If it's your daytime, have fun. If it's your nighttime, why are you watching me? Go to bed. Trust me, not worth it. Honestly. Anyways, guys, thanks for staying on, and have yourselves a great night.